Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving deep into a message that resonates with so many of us. God is not done with you yet. It's a powerful reminder that no matter where you are in your journey, God's work in your life is far from finished. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges or questioning your purpose, this message is for you. In our lives, we often encounter moments that test our faith and resilience. You might be facing a season of doubt, hardship, or exhaustion. You may feel like you've hit a wall, that your dreams are slipping away, or that you're not where you hope to be. But here's the truth: God is not done with you yet. He has a plan for you that is greater than anything you can imagine, and He is working in your life even when it seems like all hope is lost. Jeremiah 29:11 is a verse that brings hope to many. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This promise from God is a beacon of light in our darkest hours. It reminds us that despite our struggles, God has a purpose and a plan for us that extends beyond our current circumstances. When we face trials, it's easy to feel abandoned or forgotten. But remember, God is always with us, even in the midst of our struggles. He does not promise a life free from pain or difficulty, but He does promise to be with us through it all. In 2 Corinthians 12:9, Paul writes, "But He said to me, 'My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me.'" Imagine for a moment the story of a sculptor working on a masterpiece. At first glance, it might seem like a rough block of stone with no form or purpose, but as the sculptor carefully chisels away, the true beauty begins to emerge. Our lives are a lot like that sculpture. Sometimes it feels like God is chiseling away at us, refining us and shaping us into something beautiful that we can't yet see. Romans 8:28 assures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." This verse is a profound reminder that even in our toughest moments, God is working behind the scenes for our good. It's in these times that He is shaping us, strengthening us, and preparing us for something greater. Think about the story of Job. Job was a man who lost everything: his wealth, his health, and his family. Yet through all his suffering, Job never lost faith. He cried out to God, questioned His plans, and expressed his pain, but he never gave up. And in the end, God restored Job's fortunes and blessed him even more abundantly than before. Job's story teaches us that even when we don't understand what God is doing, we can trust that He has a plan and is working everything out for our good. Psalm 46:1 reminds us, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. No matter how severe our trials may be, God is our constant source of refuge and strength. He is always there to support us, to give us the courage to stand back up and to fight for us when we feel like we've lost the battle. Sometimes getting back up can feel like the hardest thing to do. You might be dealing with a health crisis, a financial struggle, a broken relationship, or an overwhelming sense of despair. But even in these moments, God's strength is available to us. He calls us to lean on Him, to find our courage in Him, and trust that He is fighting for us. Isaiah 40:29 says, "He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak." This verse is a beautiful promise that God will provide us with the strength we need when we feel like we have nothing left. He will renew our strength and give us the power to persevere through our trials. Finding the strength to rise again isn't always easy. It often requires us to surrender our own plans and desires and to trust in God's greater plan. It involves letting go of our fears and doubts and believing that God is at work even when we can't see it. But as we place our trust in Him, we discover a strength that transcends our own abilities. we find that God is capable of turning our weaknesses into victories and our struggles into testimonies of His faithfulness. Each of us has a unique journey filled with its own set of challenges and victories. And through it all, God is writing a story that is far greater than we can imagine. He is not done with you yet. Your story is still being written, and the best is yet to come. 1 Peter 5:10 offers this encouragement. And the God of all grace, who called you to His eternal glory in Christ after you have suffered a little while, will Himself restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast. This promise assures us that after our trials, God will restore us and make us stronger. He will not only heal our wounds, but also prepare us for the future He has in store. Your journey might be tough right now, but remember that God is at work in your life. He is giving you the strength to keep going, to fight through the challenges, and to come out stronger on the other side. Even when you can't see it, God is fighting for you. He is working in ways you can't always understand, and He is preparing you for a future that is filled with hope and promise. Each new day is an opportunity for renewal and growth. Just as the sunrise marks the beginning of a new day, so too does each moment in our lives offer a chance to start anew. Even when yesterday felt like a series of failures or setbacks, today brings with it the promise of fresh possibilities. Remember, God's grace is new every morning, and with each sunrise, He invites us to embrace His strength and hope. Sometimes, the path forward isn't always clear. You might be unsure of your next steps or feel like you're standing at a crossroads. It's in these moments of uncertainty that God's guidance is most crucial. Proverbs 3:5-6 encourages us to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not on our own understanding. In all our ways, if we acknowledge Him, He will make our paths straight. Trust that God is guiding you, even when you can't see the entire road ahead. Life's journey is rarely a straight path. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Yet through every turn, God's hand is guiding us. He's leading us to places of growth, strength, and greater understanding. Even when the road is rocky, trust that God is steering you towards a destination filled with His blessings and purpose. Psalm 35 tells us, "Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." This verse reminds us that our struggles are temporary, but joy and hope are on the horizon. It's okay to grieve, to feel overwhelmed, and to question. But also remember that these moments are fleeting and God's joy and peace are waiting for us in the morning light. During tough times, it's important to surround ourselves with supportive and encouraging people. God often uses the people around us to offer comfort, advice, and perspective. Whether through a kind word, a helping hand, or simply their presence, others can be a reflection of God's love and care. Don't hesitate to lean on your community and allow them to be instruments of God's strength in your life. Community is a vital part of our journey. God never intended for us to walk alone. As we face life's challenges, let's remember to reach out, connect with others, and offer support in return. Together, we can find strength, encouragement, and a sense of shared purpose that uplifts us all. 2 Timothy 1:7 tells us, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control." In moments of doubt and fear, this verse is a powerful reminder of the spirit God has given us. It's a spirit of courage, strength, and love. We are not meant to be paralyzed by fear, but to rise. We are not meant to be paralyzed by fear, up with the power and self-control that God provides. Overcoming obstacles requires both faith and action. It's not just about waiting for things to get better, but actively working towards change while trusting God's plan. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a testament to your faith and determination. Remember, God is with you in every step, guiding and empowering you to overcome the challenges before you. Faith in action is a powerful force. It's about trusting God and moving forward even when the path seems uncertain. Each step you take, each effort you make is part of God's plan for your growth and success. Keep moving forward with faith, knowing that God is working through you to achieve incredible things. Hebrews 12:1-2 encourages us to run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. This passage reminds us to stay focused on our faith and to persevere through trials. By keeping our eyes on Jesus, we gain the strength and endurance needed to navigate life's challenges and continue on our path. Prayer is a powerful tool for finding strength and guidance. It's a way to connect with God, seek His wisdom, and find peace amidst chaos. Through prayer, we can pour out our hearts, share our fears, and ask for the strength to face our challenges. It's in these intimate moments with God that we find clarity, comfort, and the courage to keep moving forward. Never underestimate the power of prayer. It's a direct line to God where we can express our deepest concerns and seek His support. Make time for prayer each day and let it be a source of strength and encouragement. God listens to every word and is always ready to provide the comfort and guidance you need. Matthew 17:20 tells us, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." This verse highlights the incredible power of even a small amount of faith. It reminds us that with God, nothing is impossible. Even when our faith feels tiny, it has the power to move mountains and overcome great challenges. Achieving our goals and dreams often requires perseverance and faith. Even when the journey is long and filled with obstacles, remember that every effort you make is leading you closer to your goals. Trust that God is guiding you and working behind the scenes to help you achieve your dreams. Each step you take brings you closer to the fulfillment of His promises. Your dreams and goals are important to God. As you work towards them, keep faith in His plan and His timing. Remember that every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth, and every step forward is a step closer to your aspirations. God is with you, cheering you on and providing the strength you need to succeed. James 1:2-4 encourages us to consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. This passage teaches us that trials are not just obstacles, but opportunities for growth. They help us build perseverance and strengthen our faith. It's through our struggles that we develop resilience, wisdom, and a deeper understanding of God's faithfulness. Embrace these moments as opportunities to learn and grow, knowing that they are part of God's plan to shape you into the person He has called you to be. Growth often comes from the most difficult experiences. As you navigate through trials, focus on lessons you're learning and the strength you're gaining. God is using these moments to prepare you for a greater purpose and to help you become more like Christ. Lamentations 3:22-23 says, "Because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." This verse is a beautiful reminder of God's unending love and faithfulness. His compassion and grace are renewed each day, providing us with fresh strength and hope to face each new challenge. New beginnings are a testament to God's ongoing work in our lives. Even after the hardest seasons, God offers us the chance to start anew. Embrace these new beginnings with hope and excitement, knowing that God is at work, creating new opportunities and paths for you. Each new chapter is a chance to experience His grace and see His promises fulfilled. Embracing new beginnings can be both exciting and daunting, but trust that God is guiding you into these new chapters with purpose and love. As you step into the future, keep your faith strong and your heart open to the incredible things God has in store for you. Ephesians 3:20 tells us, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us." This verse highlights the incredible potential of God's power working in our lives. God is able to do far more than we can even imagine, exceeding our expectations and dreams. God's ability to exceed our expectations means that He can bring about blessings and opportunities that go beyond our wildest dreams. As you continue to trust Him and follow His lead, be open to the extraordinary ways He may work in your life. His plans for you are greater than anything you could imagine. Allow yourself to dream big and trust that God can bring those dreams to fruition. With His power and guidance, you can achieve more than you ever thought possible. Keep believing, keep working, and watch as God unfolds His incredible plans for you. John 16:33 says, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Jesus acknowledges the reality of our struggles, but encourages us to take heart because He has already overcome the world. His victory is our victory, and through Him, we can find hope and strength to overcome any challenge. Finding peace and strength through faith is a powerful way to navigate life's challenges. When we align our hearts with God's promises and focus on His victory, we gain a perspective that transcends our immediate difficulties. Trust that Jesus has already overcome the world and that His victory is available to you. Even in the midst of trials, remember that Jesus has already won the ultimate victory. His strength is available to us, and His peace can fill our hearts. Stand firm in faith, knowing that you are victorious through Him. Psalm 121:1-2 provides reassurance. "I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth." This passage is a reminder that our help and strength come from God, the creator of all things. No matter how daunting our challenges may seem, God's power and support are greater than any obstacle we face. Looking to God for help can bring immense comfort and reassurance. He is our steadfast guide and protector, capable of handling any situation we encounter. When you lift your eyes to Him, you're acknowledging His authority and ability to provide the strength and support you need. Make it a habit to look to God for guidance and strength. In every situation, whether big or small, He is there to support you and offer the help you need. Trust in His power and find comfort in His unwavering presence. 1 Corinthians 10:13 tells us, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it." This verse assures us that God's faithfulness means He will never allow us to face more than we can handle. He provides a way through every challenge, ensuring that we have the strength to endure. Understanding that God limits our trials to what we can bear gives us confidence that we can handle whatever comes our way. Every temptation or challenge is accompanied by a way out, a path to resilience and growth. Trust that God's faithfulness will see you through. Remember that God is with you in every challenge. He has equipped you with the strength to face difficulties and the wisdom to find a way through. Lean on His promises and trust that He will guide you through any temptation or obstacle. Isaiah 43:2 offers comfort. "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. This verse illustrates that God's presence is constant and protective, no matter how fierce the trials may be. No matter the intensity of your trials, God promises to be with you every step of the way. His protection ensures that you will not be overwhelmed or destroyed by the challenges you face. Embrace this assurance and find peace in knowing that God is walking with you through every storm. Let this promise bring you peace and courage. God is with you in every storm, guiding you and protecting you. No matter how intense the trials, His presence is your refuge and strength. Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." This verse commands us to be strong and courageous, knowing that God's presence is with us in every situation. Stepping out of our comfort zones and facing our fears can be daunting. But God's command to be strong and courageous is a call to trust in His unwavering support. As you take bold steps and face new challenges, remember that God is with you, providing the courage and strength you need. Embrace the courage to face new challenges and opportunities. With God's presence guiding you, you can approach each step with confidence and faith. He is with you, empowering you to overcome any fear or obstacle. Psalm 18:32-33 states, "It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He causes me to stand on the heights." This passage describes how God equips us with strength and security, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with grace and stability. With God's strength, we can tread confidently through the rough terrains of life. He stabilizes our steps and ensures that we can rise above our difficulties. Embrace the assurance that God is equipping you with everything you need to stand strong and secure. Trust in God's provision of strength and stability. As you face life's challenges, rely on His guidance to steady your steps and help you overcome obstacles. He is your firm foundation and support. 2 Chronicles 15:7 encourages us, "But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded." This verse reminds us that perseverance is key. Our efforts and faithfulness are not in vain. God promises that our perseverance will lead to reward. Every effort you make in faith and perseverance contributes to a greater purpose. Trust that your hard work and determination will be rewarded. God sees your efforts and is preparing blessings and rewards for your faithfulness. Continue to be diligent and steadfast in your journey. God values your perseverance and promises that your efforts will lead to blessings. Keep faith in His rewards and stay committed to your path. Matthew 11:28. 30 offers comfort. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." This passage invites us to bring our burdens to Jesus and find rest in Him. Bringing our burdens to Jesus and finding rest in Him is a profound way to lighten our load. He offers us peace and relief from our struggles. Embrace His invitation to find rest and rejuvenation in His presence. Allow yourself to find rest and comfort in Jesus. He offers a gentle and compassionate presence, ready to ease your burdens and provide peace. Trust in His promise of rest and embrace the calm He offers. Hebrews 4:16 says, "Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need." This verse encourages us to approach God confidently, knowing that we will receive mercy and grace. Approaching God with confidence allows us to receive the grace and help we need. In times of difficulty, remember that God welcomes us with open arms, ready to offer mercy and support. Trust in His grace to carry you through. Approach God with boldness and faith. He is always ready to provide the help and grace you need. Trust in His mercy and find comfort in His unwavering support. Romans 15:13 offers this blessing. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. This verse speaks to the abundant hope, joy, and peace that God provides through our trust in Him. God desires to fill us with overflowing hope, joy, and peace. As we place our trust in Him, we open ourselves to the abundant blessings He offers. Let His hope and joy fill your heart and overlay aspect of your life. Embrace the hope and joy that God offers. Trust in His promises and allow His peace to fill your heart. With God's help, you can experience an abundance of hope and joy that surpasses all understanding. 1 Peter 5:10 assures us, "And the God of all grace, who called you to His eternal glory in Christ, after you have suffered a little while, will Himself restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast." This verse promises that after our suffering, God will restore us and strengthen us. God's promise of restoration and strength provides hope in the midst of suffering. After enduring hardships, trust that God will bring restoration and make you stronger. His grace is sufficient, and His work in your life will lead to renewed strength and steadfastness. Hold on to the promise of God's restoration and strength. Even after the hardest times, God will renew and fortify you. Trust in His grace and look forward to the strength He will provide. Psalm 73:26 says, "My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." This verse reminds us that even when we feel weak and exhausted, God remains our strength and support. When our strength wanes, God remains our unwavering source of support. His strength sustains us when we are weak, and His presence is our constant portion. Trust in His strength to carry you through every challenge. Lean on God's strength in your moments of weakness. He is your constant support and will sustain you through every difficulty. Find comfort in His unchanging strength. Psalm 46:1 declares, "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." This verse affirms that God is our safe place and our source of strength, always ready to help us in times of trouble. With God, what seems impossible becomes possible. Embrace the limitless possibilities that God offers and trust in His ability to make a way where there seems to be no way. Believe in the limitless possibilities with God. No matter how impossible a situation may seem, trust that God can make a way. Embrace His power and watch as He brings about the extraordinary. Remember, God is not done with you yet. Even in the midst of difficulties, He is working in your life, providing strength, hope, and guidance. Trust in His promises and keep moving forward with faith. He will give you the strength to overcome and fight for you every step of the way. As we close today's message, I want to encourage you to keep moving forward with faith and hope. If you're struggling, remember that God is not finished with you. He is with you every step of the way, giving you strength and fighting for you. Trust in His promises, hold on to His word, and keep your eyes fixed on Him. If you found this video inspiring, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content. Share this message with anyone who might need a reminder that God is not done with them yet. And as always, we'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Remember, no matter what you're going through, God's love and strength are greater than any challenge you face. He is not done with you yet, and He will see you through. May you find peace, strength, and hope in His promises today and always.